You know what's wild? No matter what kind of AI application you're building, you inevitably hit the exact same wall. You need real-time data from the web, and suddenly, your highly sophisticated AI project just devolves into this grueling battle against CAPTCHAs, rate limits, and broken HTML parsing. It's that universally despised chore of web scraping, which leaves you asking, why is every single team rebuilding the exact same fragile scraping stack completely from scratch? It's an exhausting universal problem for developers. You really just want your agent to read a web page, but instead you're stuck managing proxy rotations and writing custom glue code.
The old way is basically a DIY pipeline. It's fragile, it gets blocked by basic bot protection, it suffers from incredibly high latency, and honestly, it requires stitching together multiple vendors just to get some clean text. Okay, let's dive into this, because NeuroAPI offers a completely unified, elegant solution. It is just one single API that delivers clean, agent-ready Markdown and structured JSON right out of the box. It completely strips away the boilerplate and leaves you with exactly what your large language model needs.
So welcome to today's Explainer. Today we're unpacking a tool that essentially acts as the sensory system, the eyes and hands, for AI in the open web. We're looking at NeuroAPI, which was actually built by a team of infrastructure veterans who previously scaled data pipelines at massive places like Google, Stripe, and Algolia. They built the exact API they wish they had, fast, transparent, and designed specifically for this AI-first era.
Here's our roadmap for the Explainer today. 1. The Web Data Neural Layer. 2. Primitives and agent tools. 3. Built for production scale. And 4. Simple, honest pricing. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The Web Data Neural Layer.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how this seamless connection actually happens, and it's thanks to the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. You can plug NeuroAPI directly into literally any MCP-compatible AI agent, whether that's Claude Desktop, Cursor, ChatGPT, or your own custom build. NeuroAPI natively namespaces its tools, using prefixes like NeuroAPI Scrape directly into the agent's workflow. So this means your agent can independently decide to search the web, map a website, or pull down a clean Markdown file, all without you having to write a single line of custom glue code. The agent just knows how to use the tools. It's like a giant puzzle piece that just fits perfectly.
Moving on to Section 2, Primitives and Agent Tools. So, when you plug in that single API key, NeuroAPI gives you an absolute Swiss Army knife of core REST primitives. You can scrape to turn unformatted HTML into clean LLM-ready Markdown, totally stripped of navigation and junk. You can search to query the live web for ranked, link-rich results. You can run a crawl for deep, asynchronous multi-page jobs. You can map to instantly discover a flat list of every URL on a domain. And, incredibly, you can extract, which uses LLM-backed schemas to turn any messy web page into predictable, strictly typed JSON data. It's super powerful.
So the crucial point is how they handle the billing for all of this, which is a highly predictable pay-per-call credit model. A scrape costs exactly 1 credit per URL. A search costs 2 credits. Mapping an entire domain, just 1 credit. And extracting structured data costs 2 credits. That's it. There's no confusing math, no opaque pricing based on bandwidth used, and absolutely no SDK lock-in. Every endpoint operates with predictable verbs and returns predictable JSON shapes.
But wait, what about those pages that stubbornly hide their data? Well, this is where browser interact sessions come in, and they are a real game changer. This feature allows your agents to dynamically interact with a scrape page. Your AI can execute a sequence of browser actions. It can wait, click a button, type text into a search box, or even scroll down an infinite feed, all statelessly. Meaning your agents can effortlessly bypass login walls or navigate really complex JavaScript-heavy interfaces right before pulling the data they need.
All right, Section 3, Built for Production Scale.
For the technical founders tuning in, we know reliability is literally everything. You can't have your stack falling over. NeuroAPI guarantees a 99.95% uptime SLA. And this brilliantly illustrates NeuroAPI's reliability because they aren't just running on a single server in some closet. They are edge-routed across more than 200 points of presence globally. It features smart upstream pooling, meaning if one worker gets saturated, automatic failover seamlessly routes your request to keep you unblocked. They handle over 100 million pages a month, and they do it blazing fast, with average response times well under 800 milliseconds.
Beyond just staying online, they've built a literal fortress of enterprise trust.
They've got SOC 2 Type 2 controls in progress. They enforce row-level security on every single Postgres table, ensuring complete tenant isolation. They offer GDPR-compliant data processing and AES 256 encryption at rest. And here's the absolute kicker for AI companies. NeuroAPI strictly guarantees they never ever train their models on your responses. Your data is your data. Logs are kept for 30 days for debugging, and then they are permanently wiped.
Let's move to and see how this builds into an incredibly simple deployment workflow. Seriously, going from zero to a production-ready retrieval augmented generation pipeline, or RAG pipeline, takes just 3 steps and about 5 lines of code. Step 1, sign up and get a free API key. Step 2, call any endpoint via standard REST HTTP client or an MCP server. Step 3, ship it. Because NeuroAPI already has built-in smart retries, queuing fallbacks, and anti-bot handling running under the hood, you don't have to build any of that defensive infrastructure yourself.
Bringing us to our final section, Section 4, Simple, Honest Pricing.
Let's demystify the billing here, because you scale exactly as you grow. The most important thing to look at is the free tier. You get 100 credits a month to start building and testing, and absolutely no credit card is required to sign up. Love that. If you outgrow that, the mini plan is just $4 a month for 4,000 credits. Need more? The pro plan is $10 for 10,000 credits and 10 concurrent requests. It goes all the way up to the scale plan for high-volume data needs at $50 a month. And here's the best part. If you run out of credits, requests simply return an insufficient funds error. They will never auto-bill you for surprise overages.
The result of all this engineering really speaks for itself out in the wild. Listen to this quote from Maya Chen, a staff engineer at Index.ai. She says, "We replaced 3 different scraping vendors with NeuroAPI in a single afternoon. Latency is down 60%, and our bill is half what it was." That perfectly validates everything we've just learned about performance and cost efficiency today. By unifying scrape, search, and extract into a single, reliable API, teams are drastically cutting complexity, speeding up their apps, and saving some serious cash.
Which brings us to our final thought. The open web is essentially the ultimate knowledge base, and now your AI finally has the right tools to read it, understand it, and interact with it completely seamlessly. You just don't have to fight the infrastructure anymore. So the only question left for us is, with the barrier to entry completely removed and 100 free credits literally just waiting for you, what will your AI agent build today?